It always seems to be the case where we're like, man, we don't have anything to talk about. And then they're like, hey, would you like some directs to talk about? And it's like, yeah, yes, give them to me.
Gib.
I will talk about them.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, yes. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. It's a podcast where we have conversations about video games, anime, and manga. Hello, I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Owl and Ladium.
Hello.
This is episode 352, and we're also going to leak some confidential documents to the FTC so they can post, publicly for everyone to see.
Yay!
You'll get to see all of our podcasts that we're prepping for in the next couple of fiscal years.
Makes sense.
In our little cylinder console we're making.
And Maxwell forgot to redact everything.
Yeah, also we're going to talk about how we want to buy Nintendo.
Yep. And that Nintendo needs to get out of the console business.
What a mess.
Huge, huge mess. I don't know what... There's so much happening there. There's so much happening there. Mistakes were made.
Just a little bit.
Oh, boy.
You just said this phrase earlier, but you can't put that genie back in the bottle.
You cannot put that genie back in that bottle.
I did like how Xbox is already trying to do damage control. Like, that's out there, but it's all stuff that's not entirely set in stone yet. So we'll talk about all that stuff when we're ready. And it's like, I don't know about that.
You made some choices there, Mr. Microsoft.
Sure did. Anyways, we have a Nintendo Direct and a PlayStation State of Play to talk about.
Neither which are Microsoft.
True. That is entirely true. These happened last Thursday, I want to say.
That sounds right.
Something of that nature. Either way, they both decided to go at the same time because, for fun. Why not? Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about what they decided to talk about. Mm-hmm. Talking about. First off, we'll talk about the Nintendo Direct that aired at 10 a.m. in the morning.
7 a.m. for me.
It's too early.
I watched it when I was commuting.
Too early.
I agree. Things shouldn't happen before noon, honestly.
Yeah. Kind of a weird Direct, because there's a lot of, not super new stuff that they talked about, but it's also, we are getting around the time where they're probably going to announce new hardware soon, so...
Yeah, well, and it was also weird because there's a particular game that, barely got a mention that's coming out next month.
Yes.
Very strange.
It's a real wonder about that.
Talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Yay, I made a joke.
We kicked this off. Splatoon 3 has new DLC coming in spring of 2024. So if you want more Splatoon 3 content, this looked like a lot of single-player stuff, which, has been the case with what they do with their DLCs. So there's more of that coming in the spring of next year.
Looks like a battle tower type thing.
Yeah. After that, they announced Mario vs. Donkey Kong coming to the Switch. I don't know if it's a new version or if it's a remake of, the GBA game.
I think it's a remake. I'm pretty sure it's the remake of the GBA game.
So yeah, that's a new thing that's coming. That's a new announcement.
I saw that get leaked before. Before
the big leaker over here.
I'm not the leaker. No, I
want us to say.
No, I told you Max is the one who doesn't redact things.
Oh, right. Max.
Max.
Got perfect blood. Now you're leaking everything.
Oh, that sounds gross. I saw it on Twitter that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's interesting. I played that game once.
What if instead they had remade Donkey Kong 94, the Game Boy game? Because that game is very good.
I can think of a million things I would want them to remake before Mario vs. Donkey Kong, but it's not a bad game. It's just why?
It's one of the. It definitely is a.
Or make a new one.
It's an end of console cycle type of game that gets announced. And it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah. No, you're right. But like it would have made more sense to me to make a new one as opposed to like remaking that one. But
Yeah.
I guess they're just like, oh, whatever, just throw stuff out now.
Is that game on the GBA Switch Online doohickey?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Either way, that's coming sometime in the
Still
future.
waiting for my golden sun on that.
Yeah, keep waiting. They showed off a new trailer for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. That is still coming out in January. It still looks like Prince of Persia.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Horizon Chase 2 is coming to the Switch. It's already out, I should say. It dropped the day of the Direct. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle is coming out on November 14th. That's a video game.
I don't even remember that one.
It's the Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. How could you forget?
Oh, I do remember that one. That one looked interesting. Like, I don't know. I would pay like $10 for it and probably play it with you, but that's not the situation.
Mm-hmm. On the same day they announced Spy Family Season 2 is coming, there's a Spy Family game coming to the Nintendo Switch.
This looks like a licensed PS2 game. It does!
I mean, that's all anime games, let's be real.
No, you're right, but like the animation on it was like, whoo, wow.
Yeah. This is called Spy Anya Operation Memories. You get to play as Anya. Get to probably do a good amount of meme faces throughout, which is probably going to be fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good
this
time,
game
honestly.
looks like a game you would want to buy that when it's cheap on sale. I'm sure it's probably fine, like story-wise and all that.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
I don't think I would spend 60 United States dollars on this.
Oh, absolutely not.
No matter how much of a fan of that series I am.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be one that's like, oh wow, it's super duper on sale. I will play that now, but yeah, it's not something I would ever pay full price for.
Mm-hmm. We got new stuff about Super Mario RPG. It still looks like Super Mario RPG, in case you were unaware.
Man, my body is ready.
Al is ready for RPG.
Are you ready?
I mean, I'll eventually play that game. I'm probably not going to pick it up at release, though.
Heck.
I think if this was like a new game, I'd probably be more interested, but like, you know, it's a remake of an old game, and if I wanted to really play it, there's ways for me to play the original version of this game, so.
I've been trying to get you to play the original version of this
yes,
game.
You know, you're not wrong.
I played it on I was gonna say I played it on the SNES Mini, but I'm pretty sure it's not actually on the SNES Mini. So I definitely played it in legal methods and ways.
Exactly. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. Such a fun game. It's a really cute game.
But yeah, it still looks nice. It showed some new things that they hadn't showed in the previous trailer. I noticed the Nintendo and Square Enix logos at the very bottom when they showed the logo, and I was like, oh, okay, there you go.
I
wonder is involved in here.
Wonder how they're gonna handle the
secret boss.
Well, that's something that I am curious about, the secret boss, but also in Peach's room you find Peach's question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Are they gonna keep that in, or is that gonna be changed to something less scandalous?
They're gonna add another question mark.
Oh, you know, that's smart. But yeah, I wonder, because it was a Final Fantasy IV boss. Like, it would be funny if they did like a Final Fantasy 16 boss or something now.
Here's Cloud.
Here's Sephiroth. Oh my god. But that would actually be pretty cool if they updated it like that. But I understand if they want to keep it with the FF4.
Yeah. After that, they're bringing back a Nintendo DS game.
Mm-hmm.
Another Code Recollection sees the original Nintendo DS game Trace Memory and its sequel coming to the Switch on a good day, January 19th of next year. I had not heard about this game until they showed it off on this Direct.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I know, like, you were like, whoa, and I was like, this is a game. I have not heard of this.
I also worked at GameStop, like, when this was a thing, though.
True.
And so using the GameStop methods, I like checked out a bunch of games all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I played stuff that
I mean, this definitely looks like a game that would be up your alley.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game, and I'm excited that it's going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited that we're getting the second one.
Yeah, because that had not been brought out over here prior to this.
Correct. Oops, sorry.
So, first time for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After that, the Princess Peach game got a new look at. It is now titled Princess Peach Showtime.
Showtime!
And you get to go around and dress up in different costumes, and that gives you different abilities and all this sort of stuff.
It looks so cute.
You get magical girl transformations.
I love that. I love it. And you get to do like all kinds of different, like you get to be a baker and you get to be a swordsman. And I forget what the other things are, but it looked really cute.
That comes out to next year. Yeah, it looked interesting. I'm curious to see how much of like the costume stuff there is in there. If like there's a good variety, or if it's kind of like limited, or what they do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, there's a lot of stuff in there for you to do.
I hope so. And I mean, I love the idea of magical girl Princess Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not like an actual magical girl situation. Can you imagine how cool it would have been if you actually had magical girl Princess Peach game?
It'd be very good.
Be really good. But this looks fun. I'll
Yeah.
play it for sure.
Yeah. Saga Emerald Beyond is coming out next year because the world needs more Saga games.
More Saga games. Whew.
Theatrhythm was like, man, you know, we need another Saga game to put music for in this game, so let's make another one.
Make another one.
So yeah, that's another Saga game is coming out next year for all you Saga heads out there.
Saga heads.
After that, for some reason, they're putting the first 3 Tomb Raider games on the Switch remastered.
Yeah, that was a choice.
That's very interesting. They're gonna let you have a toggle between like a new graphical style and the old graphical style if you want to see Laura Croft's triangle boobies.
Or triangle boobies.
I don't understand. I think, look, it's cool that you are doing preservation and putting these games on a different platform than the PlayStation 1 and that being it.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know who is like dying to play these games because look, when these games came out back in, 96, 97, 98, 99, they were terrible to play.
Yeah, they did not play well.
They were bad.
Like, people liked them because of the boobas.
Yeah.
Let's not even. They were like, "Hey, look, it's Lady Indiana Jones with triangle boobas." But like the games played like.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are sharks.
And I'm assuming they're still gonna play bad. So
I assume so. I don't see how you can improve on that.
That sure that was definitely one of those you just look at like, huh?
Yeah. That's kind of my reaction. It's like,
all right.
That's a choice. Okay, moving on.
Sure is a choice. After that, there's a new trailer for Detective Pikachu Returns with Detective Pikachu's very deep voice.
I love Corone's reaction to it. Ew.
Ew. That's coming out soon as well. Trombone Champ is out on the Switch now. If you want the Mimi trombone game that took the PC world by storm earlier this year. And you can also play it with the Joy-Cons, which seems very funky. Battle Crush is coming next spring. It's a Battle Royale brawler because the world needs
more of that.
More of those.
Yay!
War Tales is on the Switch now. I don't remember what War Tales was, but it's out on the Switch now if you want to play it. Konami's here. They're like, hey, we got video games. I know it's surprising, but we have video games.
We do have video games. Not just pachinko.
Yes, and football. They are remaking Contra 1 as Contra Operation Galuga, coming out next year, which is an interesting choice.
I mean, I liked Contra.
Yeah.
I don't know that I want to play Contra again.
There are also ways you could play Contra on a Switch right now.
Right.
Just without better graphics. I think they're doing like new content for this as well, like new levels and stuff like that. But yeah, interesting choice. I would have figured they would try to like make just like a new one, but I think that new Contra that they made a few years ago was also like very poorly received. So
yeah.
But yeah, Contra's back. After that, it's time to get strategic. Almost said strategic.
Strategic.
It's time to get strategic as Vanillaware's like, hey, we made a new game. And it's called Unicorn Overlord.
You want some more booba?
That is a very good name.
It's a very good name. I saw people hating on that name. I was like, no, man, that's a good name.
I like that Vanillaware took the naming conventions from the people who make like Bravely Default and Octopath and Triangle Strategy. It was like, all right, I see what you're going for here. Unicorn Overlord.
Let's just do that. I mentioned this to you recently. I was looking at somebody's like reaction video to the direct, and they're like, Vanillaware, that sounds like some company that would make like shovelware. I was like, I realize people don't know who Vanillaware is, but like it's so shocking to me because I've played like several of their games and it's like somebody that I'm very familiar with. I was like,
I guess without context, it is kind of a generic sounding name, so
it is, but like, wow. And like that art style, you can tell it's not shovelware, but
no.
I mean, they definitely do go with huge boobas.
That's just their trademark.
Yeah. Like I keep thinking of that like sorceress witch lady from the one that was on the Vita.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. I don't know if I'll get this. Like, I might get this when it goes on sale or something.
Yeah, this definitely had the look of like a classic Fire Emblem.
Oh, it totally does.
At first, I thought that was what they were doing. They're just remaking an old Fire Emblem.
Yep.
But they're like, no, this is Unicorn Overlord.
Unicorn Overlord.
I do like that the collector's edition comes with like a 200 card collectible card game.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, that's amazing. Get to play a children's card game.
That's so funny. That's like
IRL.
if the Trails games came with
they should.
The what is it, Vantage Masters?
Yeah, they should definitely put out a physical version of that.
Oh my god. I'm sure somebody's made it.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, Unicorn Overlord coming out March 8th of next year. We got another look at Luigi's Mansion 2 HD coming on to the Switch next summer. Which I need to look at something real quick, and by that I mean I need to look down.
Okay. Is it going to be the fact that they dropped the Dark Moon?
Yes.
Subtitle?
So I was trying to figure out if they called it Luigi's Mansion 2 over here or not, but yeah, it was just Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
It was 2 in Japan.
So now it is just 2, which I guess, for naming conventions, because they re-released Luigi's Mansion on 3DS, and Luigi's Mansion 3 is on Switch, so I guess like it makes sense to like clarify, hey, this is the second game and not just something else. But yeah, that is coming out next summer.
It took me a second when they're like Luigi's Mansion 2. I was like, what?
Because they announced this like a while back.
I didn't remember it getting announced, but like
it was like a very brief thing where we were just like, hey, they're putting out Luigi's Mansion 2 again. All right.
Also, why are they putting it out in the summer?
Yeah, that's weird. Like, that's a long ways away compared to some of these other things that are coming out.
Yeah, but also like it's a spooky game. Put it in the spooky hours.
Maybe because there might be other things coming out during that time period next year that they might want to avoid.
No, that's fair.
So there's that.
Dark Moon is okay.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, like Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3 are phenomenal. Dark Moon is okay. Maybe it'll be better like on this version.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it when I had a 3DS, but I didn't really dive super deep into it, so that's my experience with Luigi's Mansion 2. Nintendo's opening a museum in Japan next March.
Yep.
So you can watch them announce a game and then immediately pull it from shelves and then burn it in front of you if you want.
I was saying that I should get hired there so I could save everything from the burn zone.
Save it from the Nintendo Vault.
Yeah, yeah. Don't let them Disneyfy it.
It's true. There's a Zelda and Ganondorf amiibo coming on November the 4th.
We already knew that, but now it's confirmed. It got spoiled before, and then we had a quick announcement of it before.
I thought this was already announced, but I guess this is just like, hey, this is when these are coming out.
Yeah, yeah. There was like a spoiler and then a quick announcement. These are the dates now, and what you get with them, which is baby mode, but it's fine.
Noah, and Mio. There we go.
Neo.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming out on January the 19th as well. Amiibos for them.
Happy birthday.
Yep, thanks. I've always been wanting them Xenoblade Chronicles 3 amiibos of Neo.
Yo, as soon as these went up, I was like, musket. Oh my god.
And then finally, we round out the Smash Brothers roster with Sora getting his own amiibo next year.
All right, I forgot that was even a thing.
Yep. Sora.
Gorsh.
So yeah, that is the final Smash Brothers DLC amiibo.
They're all here.
I wonder when, because they definitely have been winding down on amiibo stuff. Like, I wonder when they're finally just going to be like, we're good.
I wonder. Maybe with the next console?
Yeah, I wonder how much like amiibo stuff is actually going to be in the next console. I guess it would depend on how like backwards compatible it is with like the Switch and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, I've enjoyed getting the ones that I have because I mean, like, for the price, they're not bad little figures.
Yeah, they're pretty nice quality for the price range you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've got some nice ones. Oh, Ralph Buddy, sorry. But I'm super excited for Noah and Mio.
Mm-hmm.
Neo, if you will.
Yeah.
Yep.
Following that, hey, they're bringing back F-Zero finally. Let's give everyone a round of applause.
Yeah, about that.
In Battle Royale form.
What the hell was this announcement?
F-Zero 99. It is a 99 player Battle Royale racing game in the F-Zero, in Super Nintendo F-Zero. Very weird and chaotic game for sure.
Yep.
It is extremely bizarre to see a Super Nintendo game in HD.
Yes.
Like it's like all the sprites, all the maps, they look like, you know, it looks like Mode 7 and everything, but obviously it runs a lot better because it's not a Super Nintendo, but it just, there's something about it you're just like, this isn't right. What is this? But that game's fun. It's very chaotic, very difficult to win and everything, but it's pretty fun.
Oh, have you played it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have not tried it because I would just get frustrated.
You'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm good on this. The thing I have to question about it is not like putting this franchise into a battle royale game or anything like that, because it seems like they've done a good work to it, and it plays really well. Is just like, how long is Nintendo going to support it? Is this going to go the way of like Super Mario Brothers 35, where they'll eventually just shut it down after like a year or so once like the hype dies down or whatever? Are they going to add? There's definitely like more cups that they're going to add to it. So I would assume there's more tracks that they'll be adding eventually, but like, how long do they plan on supporting this and all that sort of stuff? It's always, questionable with the way Nintendo does these sort of things.
Probably until the new console comes out.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I guess that was something else that had been leaked, but still, it's a funny thing to see F-Zero fans be like, huh?
Yeah.
Because there's definitely one of those, like, they look at it and they're like, oh, I don't know about this. Then they play and they're like, oh, this is kind of good. So yeah, F-Zero. It's back on consoles. We got 2 new League of Legends games because Riot is basically just like, what if we just make any genre of video game and attach the League of Legends lore to it somehow? I mean, it's going to make them money, so I guess that's a smart plan. First off, there's Bandle Tale, a League of Legends story, which is basically a farming simulator in the League of Legends universe.
That's such a wild sentence.
It is a very wild sentence. And then Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, which is coming out November 1st. Which is a completely different game, but is also an LOL game. Laugh out loud.
LOL.
LOL. A LOL game. After that, we got a new trailer for WarioWare Move It, where you move your body, and I'm just like, I'm good.
That poor man that they were making lay that egg.
Sir, you now have a cloaca.
Basically, and also like that man's having to like shake his dumpy in front of everybody on Nintendo Direct, and it was awkward, and I feel bad.
That do be how it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Miyamoto's like, shake that dumpy.
Shake it. Lay that egg now. Yeah, Nintendo's still trying to make us get off the couch, and no.
Just let me play WarioWare like I was meant to, with a controller in my hand and sitting.
Yep.
That's all I want.
Just chaos.
Yeah.
Yep. That's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to lay an egg.
That's what we're all thinking. After that, Udian Chronicles 100 Heroes is back here to remind you that it is a game that still exists and is coming out on April 23rd, 2024. Definitely a way to take advantage of the fact that Suikoden 1 and 2 remaster got delayed till next year as well, so gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Yep.
Eastward is getting new paid DLC called Octopia, where I guess you can like manage some stuff.
What am I managing?
You're Mr. Manager now.
Oh.
There you go. Wargroove 2 is coming on October 5th. I think this is already out on PC, but is now coming to the Switch, which I believe Wargroove is the Armored Core, not Armored Core, Armored Wars type, like that tactical RPG style, but like kind of cartoony art style as well.
Oh.
Dave the Diver is coming to consoles.
Confirmed that I can never play this.
Yep, beginning on the Switch on October 26th.
Because I had talked about like, oh, maybe this is a game I should play for stream, and then I saw this. It's like, absolutely not, never, ever, ever, because there's a shark that chases you and tries to bite at you. Nope, 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 absolutely not.
No diving for Al.
No diving, because I do not want to get the chomps by the sharkies.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, this is why I live on land.
We got an announcement for the final Mario Kart 8 DLC pack. Coming out this holiday with new characters and, of course, new maps as well. But I don't think they previewed any of the maps.
The Daisy one they did.
Okay. But new characters such as Diddy Kong, star of Diddy Kong's Racing. Funky Kong, star of Funky Mode. Pauline, star of Donkey Kong. And Peachette from something.
She's the do you remember Bowsette when
Yes.
Bowsette was a thing? Peachette's basically that.
Great.
Yep. So the same person that I was talking about earlier that was talking about Vanillaware, they're like, oh, they're gonna do some throwaway characters, and then like Diddy, yep, throwaway. Funky, absolutely throwaway. No one's asking for Funky Kong. It's like, excuse you.
Hello, I would love to be Funky.
I would love to be Funky Kong. And then they're like, Pauline, who the f is this? She's just a regular lady. I'm like, how Pauline is?
What? What the heck?
Why are you watching this Nintendo Direct? Get out of here.
Can Funky come with the Donkey Kong Country music he has when you show up to his place?
I hope so.
That'd be very good. But yeah, it's coming out this holiday, coinciding with them also shutting down Mario Kart Tour.
Yes.
So I'm guessing we'll probably get more Mario Kart Tour tracks in here to make up for that. After that, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm sad to see the tracks go.
Yeah,
because this has been a lot of fun.
Well, they gotta make way for a new Mario Kart eventually, so.
Yeah, I mean, just like, why make a new one when you've already hit perfection?
They're just gonna put out they're just gonna put out like an expanded version of Mario Kart 8 with everything on it for the new console. All right, you wanted to buy it again, right?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Among Us is getting a new
Among
map
Us.
in October called The Fungal. So you can watch all your favorite streamers play that.
Fungus.
Among Us. And then we get our final thing. A game that many people have been wanting a remaster of for a long time, or at least just put it onto a different console.
I'm 90% certain that when this popped up, like the very first few seconds of it, I texted you in all caps and said, no shot. Because I was like, there's no way that they're doing this. There's no way.
They are doing it.
They're doing it.
Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is coming to the Nintendo Switch as a remaster.
Mm-hmm.
They are putting some like new, I think, characters and stuff in here, but it is basically, it's not like a full-on remake.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They are apparently changing some of the translation too.
Yeah. A lot of people like this game, it seems.
Dude, this game rules. This game's so good. I know that we tried to get you to play the original Paper Mario,
Mm-hmm.
and like that one's good, but like this one is it.
I mean, that is the thing I've always heard, is that like within this series, like this is the one.
Yeah, this is the one. It's so good.
Pretty surprising to see them do it though.
It is surprising. I was not expecting that. I do wish that they had instead been like, hey, what if we have like this whole like GameCube thing on the Switch?
I don't think they're gonna do a GameCube thing on the Switch.
I wish they would. They won't, but I wish they would.
I mean, do you want to spend like even more money on Nintendo Switch Online?
No.
Because that's how you're gonna get at a GameCube section.
I know. But this game's really good, so I will get it because I'm a sucker for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has the like weird computer who falls in love with Peach. I don't know if you're aware of that subplot.
Normal things.
Yeah, he wants Peach to teach him what love is. He wants to know what love is.
He wants him to show her.
Show
him. Sorry.
So it's fun, but man, this game's good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I guess it's the second canonically trans character in Mario in this game.
No, nay.
Because we have Birdo, and then Vivian is in this one.
No, nay.
So that's cool. Yeah, this game rules. Meow, yes, this game rules. I hope you will play it, Jared.
Sure.
Yay!
So there's that. Like we said earlier, no Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which is very interesting because, like you said, that game is out next year. Not next year, next month, excuse me.
Next month. They showed it in like a sizzle reel of like, here's the things that are coming out within the year.
Yeah. But like nothing new or anything.
How do you not show off like a trailer for it at the very least?
Or like preview the new voices, maybe.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Because we did get the word that Martinet is out.
Mm-hmm.
So there are new voices for like Mario and all those other characters that he voices, so
like everybody?
Yeah, so you would have figured they would at least said something about that, but like nah.
Nah.
It's Mario, you know what it is. So that is the Nintendo Direct.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to see what Sony Computer Entertainment has to say.
Their state of play. Oh god, my voice cracked.
They had quite a few things to say. A lot of third-party stuff in this state of play.
Yep.
We kick things off with a trailer for Baby Steps. This is the new game from the dude who made Quap, who made Getting Over It with Ben and Foddy.
It shows that it's the same person.
Yes. It is all that wrapped up in a nutshell. So if you are fans of those games, or just like hard games in general, this is another one of those for sure.
Also, second time a dumpy's gonna come up on this podcast because this man's got a freaking bakery back there. I don't know why they gave him so much of a butt, but there's like this guy. He's got him a big old butt.
Got a little dumper.
Got a little dumper. I was like, okay, well, good for you, my guy. And then he fell off a cliff.
Yeah. as you do.
Yeah, as you do. Especially when you're this kind of game.
Yeah. Roblox is coming to the PlayStation 4 on October 10th if you want to see your children get scammed.
Yay!
I mean,
Game Boy, you can't play it.
Roblox is like one of the biggest games in the world, so of course...
No, it makes sense.
Platform holders are going to want that on their system. Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord is coming to PlayStation VR 2 on October 26th.
Can't say
Ghostbusters. Resident Evil 4 PlayStation VR 2 edition is coming in winter of 2023, which they had announced this earlier, but I guess now this has a date. And also, Separate Ways is coming out. Is out by the time you are listening to this, because it drops, I believe, Friday,
the 21st.
So yesterday, or is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay. So yeah, a couple of days ago. So you can play the Ada story from Resident Evil 4, and then there's the Mercenaries update as well.
Don't care about that, but Separate Ways I do care about.
Yeah, have you heard about Resident Evil 4 Remake? It's a pretty good video game.
It's a pretty good video game. We were lamenting that Agent will probably not be in this, but Separate Ways is a really good pack, or at least it was in the original, and I imagine with how good RE4 Remake was, that Separate Ways will also be really good.
And now you can play it without having to buy a brand new copy of the game in order to see it.
Yay!
So there's that.
Yay!
Yeah, because I played Resident Evil 4, the original one, when I was at your place, and we didn't play the DLC, so I have not played this DLC at all. So
yeah, because it came with the PS2 version of RE4.
Not on the GameCube. You had to buy it. You had to go re-buy the game just to play this new story.
Yeah. But it basically shows her side of everything that happens in RE4.
I'd assume it's in all of the 1,000 re-releases they've done of this game. So
yes, it is.
So there is that. But yeah, I did not play it when I played original RE4. Time. Now I will play this when it's on the good version of RE4.
The good version. I mean, like I said, it shows her side of the story during RE4, and I mean, it's really, really good, or at least, like I said, it was good. So
yeah. They showed off new story and gameplay of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Again, I know I've said this prior times when we've talked about this game. It continues to be very wild that game just looks like Far Cry.
I still don't know why it exists.
Avatar's made a lot of money. That's why.
Yeah, but like, is it the same people who want to play a game about it?
I could not begin to tell you.
I don't know many people who have actually seen Avatar or talk about Avatar. Like,
there's a lot of people who have seen Avatar. I don't know many Avatar fans is the thing.
Right, like who are the people who are fans of Avatar? I need these people to talk to me and be like, "Hey, I'm a fan of Avatar," and I'm like, "Why? Please explain it to me. Just watch Fern Gully, please."
Anyways, that game's coming out next year. Or is it? That's this year. I think that's like December.
I think it's this year. I don't remember though.
Either way, Ghost Runner 2 got a new trailer. It has a demo out now. If you want some first-person running.
Nope.
They showed off new PS5s. By that I mean like new color schemes.
Oh, this one made me so uncomfortable.
You got blue, you got red, and then you got like another white or gray or silver.
I think it's a silver.
Either way, it just looks the same as the regular PlayStation 5.
Yeah, it does. The blue purple one's pretty sexy, but like the way that they were doing like the weird like liquidifying of the controllers and stuff, I was like, nope, this makes me super uncomfortable and anxious, and I'm gonna vomit. Bleh.
Helldivers 2 showed off co-op gameplay with very stilted, definitely real chat from people. Oh god,
the chat was so bad.
That was definitely a thing. That game has got delayed to 2024 though.
And it went on way too long.
It definitely did. Spider-Man 2 showed off its fast travel where you just can like zoom around and you can not instantly, but almost instantly switch between Peter and Miles. in the world, and also they made the map of New York bigger by adding like 2 more boroughs. That
That's
game
impressive.
is next month, I think.
I think it's October because it's around the
Yeah.
same time as Wonder.
So that game is very soon. For your Spooderman.
Spooderman.
Tales of Arise is getting downloadable content entitled Beyond the Dawn.
I wasn't sure if this was DLC or if it was a sequel.
Yeah.
Because they made it very not clear.
Not until
I
like the very
still,
end.
yeah. I still haven't beat this game, so this
You're
means
good.
nothing to me.
This is coming out November 9th of this year. I think it's also like $30.
Jesus Christ.
That is a expensive DLC.
Yep.
Honkai Star Rail is coming to the PlayStation 5 in October. If you want to get in on the mobile game, and you can delete it off your phone and free up like 10 gigs of space, which I will do, and I'll be very excited.
I got so much space.
Yeah. Hey, gacha games are very big, turns out.
What? You mean Ever Crisis is it massive?
No, of course not. What do you mean?
Oh my God, it's so big.
But yeah, that'll be nice to have that off my phone and have space for when, whenever they decide to put out School Idol Festival 2 at some point.
Whenever.
30 years from now, maybe.
Like I said, I'm gonna be so out of practice. I'm gonna be terrible at it.
Foam Stars is getting an open beta later this month. If you want the Square Enix Splatoon-like, which I've heard a lot of people say good things about. So
Oh, really?
yeah. And then finally, our one last thing is a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
With a release date.
That is coming out next February. A lot of things in this trailer.
Yeah, a lot of things in this trailer.
The Gold Saucer.
Mm-hmm.
Get mini games, miniature games. You may have heard of them.
Vincent?
Yeah, Vincent popping out of a coffin, and the coffin lid is going.
And I am 90% certain that it's Matt Mercer.
That would be funny.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, like, you gotta listen to it next time you watch that trailer, if you watch that trailer again.
Yeah. Yuffie's up with the team now.
Mm-hmm.
Red 13 is playable.
There's no Sid.
No Sid. Yeah, that's interesting. The big old Shinra celebration thing is there.
Yeah, Junon.
We're gonna get a slap fight then, most likely.
No, that's the second time you go to Junon.
Oh well, never mind. No slap fight yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Zach. Cover boy Zach Fair.
My boy.
So yeah, they are definitely obviously they've we have seen from the first trailer they showed they're going in very different directions. Even from just the first game, they're going in very different directions. So putting Zach on the cover is definitely a sign of, hey,
things are different.
Sup?
Yeah. I mean, like we've got Cloud, Sephiroth, Zach all on the cover.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back. I'm 100% here for more Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I will say he didn't have a whole lot of lines in the trailer, but it sounded like the voice actor is doing better.
Yeah, maybe they got better direction.
That's what I'm hoping, because he sounded a lot more natural than he did in Crisis Core.
I hope he gets to talk about going to Gongaga.
Gongaga. Doing some squats.
Me? Gongaga.
Gongaga. So it's been said by one Tetsuya Nomura,
noted truth teller,
that this will end in the Forgotten City.
Which, yeah, okay, that's fair and all, but what does that mean in the context of this game?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is what does that mean in terms of this weird timeline shenanigans? Yeah. Because they said it's gonna be over 100 hours of gameplay.
Which that means nothing.
It means nothing because, like, they gave us, like, what, 30 hours in Midgar?
Yeah. But they have said, like, this is going to be more open world, so I guess maybe that's what they're accounting for. Is that you're going to be, like, going around and roaming and exploring and doing all that stuff?
How is it going to be more open world, though, if you can only go to certain places because of different
Well,
travel bits.
let me ask. Let me get Tetsuya Nomura on the horn, and we'll call him and
Okay.
see.
Okay, but we haven't talked about Cloud on a Segway yet.
Oh my God, Cloud on the Segway is maybe the best thing I've seen in this entire thing.
It is vacation gear.
It is so funny.
It is so funny. It's just Cloud on a Segway, just zooming.
I want them to put Cloud into Fortnite now so I can recreate that.
I
Because I
would
have a
love that.
Segway emote.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
I would love to see that.
It'd be very funny. But yeah, that was amazing. He's got the sword on his back and just going.
It's so good.
Oh man.
It's
Very
so good. And we have Chocobo racing, Chocobo breeding. Get to see the big
Booger.
Booger. We get to see the big Snick that's in the swamp. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. Oh, Kaishi, yeah. Kaishi's there.
Just
I wonder if
out.
Kaishi. Do you think Kaishi's? Yeah, Kaishi is playable. We've seen in the trailer.
They have they have this new feature in the game, like Unity attacks. So I forget what the exact wording is, but like two characters can come together and like have a special attack. And I forget which character they have a special attack with, but they definitely have like a special attack with someone, so they are definitely playable.
Yeah, I remember seeing their name in the menu. I don't know, maybe like Red or Yuffie or somebody. But that's neat. Oh hey, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is out January 26, 2024.
Wow, that is soon.
That is so soon.
Holy
breaking news, everyone.
That's way too soon.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're barely gonna have time to get through the
games just do not stop anymore.
They don't stop coming, they won't stop coming. Is there anything else about this trailer that we missed?
I did like that one of the mini games where you do like the little fighting. They're like they look like PS1
blocky
characters. Yeah, I thought that was a very good little touch.
Yeah, that is good. That gal from the first one, Zach's like, here, watch my buddy for a bit. He's fine. He's fine.
Cloud and Sephiroth hang out? Like they fight together at some point?
I think that's just going to be the Nibelheim flashback. Because that's what happens in the Nibelheim flashback. Is that Sephiroth and Cloud fight, but then later on it's revealed like, oh, that was actually Zach.
Right, of course, yeah. So like that would make sense, but like that is the thing that is in this game.
January 26th.
I wonder if that's worldwide or not.
I don't know.
Because it doesn't say, but it
doesn't say.
They've been putting out like worldwide recently, so.
Yeah. Wow. Did I mention? Did we mention the Final Fantasy VII release date? Because I don't remember if we did.
It's in February, some point.
Also, it has like a stupid expensive collector's edition.
$350, and you can get all of 19 inches of Sephiroth if you want.
Oh my God, the 19 inches of whatever. It's a gift that keeps on giving. They know what they were doing.
Also, you can, if you pre-order, you get the messed up Moogles from Crisis Core.
Oh no, not the messed up Moogles.
Which is very good. They're also doing like I think like a 2-pack of this and the OG, not OG, like the OG Final Fantasy, but like Final Fantasy VII remake. For like buy one get one free essentially.
Isn't it the Intergrade version? So
Yeah,
you get the Yuffie stuff too.
It's like $70 for both of those, which is like if you haven't played
that's not
remake
bad
yet, like that's a pretty decent deal. So there is that, but yeah. That game still looks completely bonkers. I hope Genesis shows up so we get Gacked is back.
God, I want Gacked.
I continue to be curious to see how much Zach is going to be in there because Zach is a good boy and
yes, he is.
Hopefully he is doing okay.
Yeah.
What happens if he shows up and they're playing the sad song from the end of Crisis Core?
How much do they want me to cry?
A lot.
Do you know how hard it was for me to play the Crisis Core songs in Theatrhythm?
Yeah, wait till you have to do that quest where you have to play it over and over because you have to beat 30 enemies. And then you just get immune to the song, so you're fine.
I don't think there's any possibility of me being immune to that song. I don't think it's possible, but they just want me to cry every time I see Zach, and I'm like, is that gonna be okay? Is that gonna make it? Is that gonna be all right? Now, we've got alternate universes going on and Cloud. There's double Cloud and I don't know, bananas. Who knows what's happening?
Who knows exactly?
I still want to know why Sid's not there. I don't like that.
Where's his spaceship? Where's his cursing?
Where's his cursing? I have a Sid sign in my kitchen. I want my Sid. Also, I swear to God, if they make him look like an old man when he's like in his mid-30s, I'm gonna cry.
That's Final Fantasy for you, making 30-year-old people look like they're
Ancient.
about to fall over and die.
I mean, he does smoke, but like, I swear, when I was growing up and playing Final Fantasy VII, I was like, "Oh, this man's old as," and then like you look at his age and you're like, "This man's 32."
He's younger than me.
Yeah, he looks like he's just like been through it. That man's a grandpa.
I also hope we get to see Red 13's dad just floating around.
Yeah, I do hope that.
So that'd be good.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do Bugenhagen with like the floating ball thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It looks like we're probably gonna get an expanded scene in Cosmo Canyon with Bugenhagen, because it looked like the scene with Tifa floating around in the goo with the weapons. That looked like it was probably there.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's useless to speculate anything about these because they're gonna
do what they want.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can speculate is that I'm gonna have a great time on that Segway.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Zach is great because Zach is always great. I can speculate that. Love that boy.
But that's the PlayStation State of Play, not the PlayStation Direct. That's a different thing.
Yeah, State of Play with a small interjection of me making exclamations about like a Dragon 8.
Yes, there you go.
Because I was definitely not at that State of Play.
No. But that's it for the game announcements that happened last week. And that's it for our podcast. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Jared and Al Watch. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. Buy us a slice of pizza, get access to unedited versions of the podcast early, and a whole wealth of bonus content as well. Next week. Do you know what we got to talk about next week? A certain series has a release this Friday, or I guess yesterday as we're recording this, or when this comes out.
Oh?
It's time to head to France.
France?
To hang out with one Rohan Kashibe. At the Louvre.
The Louvre.
Yeah, I believe that hits Amazon on Friday, so we will watch that and we'll talk about it next week.
Holy yes.